are. Well, we are live Wednesday night. Oh, I just really wanted to say, what is that? What is that? Live Saturday night. How does that go? I'm completely mommy brain.
It's Saturday night. It's Wednesday Night Live.
Yeah. It's Wednesday Night Live. Yeah.
Live from Antonio. It's night.
That's what it is. Oh my gosh. It's been so long since I've had a Saturday night like free since babies.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So what do we got going tonight, Lauren?
So we are going to show you how to make your makeup pop wearing a face covering. So Trinity and I are going to be showing you some tips today because we don't have most of our face to share our emotions. You can't read lips. We can't smile with our mouth. So you have to smile with your eyes. A lot of winking. So this is the first thing they're going to see. So we're going to show you how to make that defined and how to make it pop. Yes. So today, Trinity hasn't done her eyebrows yet because she's going to give you some tips on eyebrows. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, there's not much going on with my eyes. I have it all prepped. So we've already washed and prepped our faces with our daily routine. So our skin is ready to go. Mm-hmm. All right. So Trinity, you want to take it?
Yeah. And I'm going to turn my ringer off. Apparently that was on. So make sure you guys comment for entries too. We're still going to be doing a giveaway at the end. We love to do that. Overall, like we want to give you guys some tips and bring you joy. And I don't care what the comments are. They can be like what you brought for fun, you have a nice little, is this your downtime? You have a little glass of wine with you. What do you got going on? And let us know too, like who invited you, whatever the case might be. And as those comments come too, if you have questions, we're going to do our best to answer those. If you can't understand us, that was my biggest thing tonight, but we've got a surprise under our mask. So I love that we're doing this, but it's like, hey, if you can't hear us, let us know. So hopefully you can hear us. So the first thing we're going to start with, and I already have a little bit of shadow on. I didn't get as defined up here because I'm about to put concealer on there anyway, but I wanted you to see, like look at my eye. Like it's okay. It's basic. It's a basic, even with all that sparkle, which we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I don't know if you've ever noticed, like go online and Google like brows or before and after brows, because it's going to make a huge difference. Okay. And that's what we're going to start with first. So like she said, our face is all, has been all washed and prepped, right? What I love to do, I have my normal routine and then I'm going to put some moisturizer on. So this is our oil-free hydrating gel. I'm in love with this stuff because I never go right from washing my face to putting my foundation on. I'm usually doing a few things. I have my coffee or whatever, or right now in COVID, let's be honest, it doesn't happen till late in the day. If I got to do something later, skincare class, whatever. So I love this. We do have one that's like thicker if you're super, super dry, but this is just super hydrating. I've always been in that rhythm, even when I do use a primer, of moisturizing first. And I just love it. It makes my face feel so good. But then after that, I don't worry about my primer yet because I'm going to focus on my eyes first. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and we're going to use, Mary Kay has this precision brow liner. Okay, it's amazing and it is super precise. So, talk to your beauty consultant as for what color will specifically, match you. But what you're going to do first is line the brow like where you want it. Sometimes people will be like, oh, your brows look so good. I'm like, oh my gosh, like they didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I even do that, I brush them. Okay. So I will brush them a little up and just make sure nothing's too wild. Okay. So I'll brush them first. We have an awesome eyebrow and eyeliner brush. If you like to use.
Although Trinity, did you know the new look coming out of Europe is a wild eyebrow?
Oh, really? Like
it's the craziest thing. Yeah.
Oh my
God. So
goodness.
they're actually brushing them up. I'm not buying into it just yet, but I've been testing The water's a little.
Yeah, see, I would take this right now. I didn't know that I had this guy, and I would actually probably trim that just a hair.
Yeah.
I would trim it. But right
Uh-huh.
now, today, this is what's really cool about the Precision Brow Liner, and then what I end with usually the volumizing brow tint is because it's just gonna like hide it all. You know, so I'm just gonna
Mhm.
tuck that in. You know, if you were one of those ladies in the 90s and the early 2000s that started plucking away, you
That
know,
was
you're gonna have these
me.
little spots, you know. So
Yeah.
the brow liner is great. So what you're gonna do is just line it first, kind of with the shape that you want, okay? And you're gonna go here, right to that corner of your nose, okay? Then we're gonna do another one again from here. That should be about where your crease is, and then all the way across, right under your eye, it should be where it ends. Yeah, awesome. Lauren can show you as I'm doing this. Um, let's see. Oh, you're not quite getting this one. Let's see. Try my best to get in the camera, y'all. Okay, so I'm just gonna line that. It doesn't have to be too accurate right now or too full. I'm gonna come back over it, and then on the top too. Now I have foundation already on, but normally I would not have it on at this point. Okay, I just want to say that. Okay, so I have a little bit there. Y'all see that? And I messed up just a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna go back over with concealer. So now I'm just gonna do some strokes because it is so precise. You can do these little strokes. They're gonna look like little hairs. We're just gonna fill it in. Okay. Now let me do this one. You'll probably be able to see it a little bit better. Yeah. So I'm gonna go through and just line that guy. You know, it seems like you always have the one eyebrow too. I feel like this one goes way better than my other one. Okay, you see that?
With your eyebrows.
What?
Hmm. I'm always so impressed with your eyebrows.
Oh, thank you. It's Mary Kay, baby.
So mine are actually turning gray, so it looks like I have holes in them, but there's hair. It's just
the brow tint.
Yeah,
girl.
crazy.
Yeah, brow tint's gonna be your
Mhm.
friend. I mean, this one's great too.
Oh, it's my best friend.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the first things I bought when I became a consultant was a
it
brow
is.
tint.
I remember, right?
Yes.
Because I had just sold out of your color. That's
Yes.
right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's so right. Yeah, so see, I'm just again doing gentle strokes in there, right? Not different strokes. I totally thought of that song, but gentle strokes, okay? And then that guy's done, okay? Now, there is like a few little spots that I'm not 100% happy with, but it's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our concealer, okay? And I'm going to go to define it more underneath my brows. And this is also why nothing but moisturizer is really on my face, okay? So I'm going to go down here. And again, I did my eyes just to kind of show you because sometimes we think they're done, but they're really not done. Okay, so you want to get those brows too, because that's really gonna make your eye pop even more. Okay, so I just kind of went underneath there. I'm gonna take the same one and just go right along that line that we already made. Okay, and then down. And then what I have done though is I've put primer on my eyes. And if I'm doing a quick eye, I will just prime my face too. So I'll do let your if you do a moisturizer, let it sit on your face for a little bit. But then I'm gonna prime my eyes, then I'll prime my face, and that way your primer can sit a little bit too before you put stuff on it. But if I'm doing a longer eye like this, a more dramatic eye, I'll just prime my eyes, and then I'll do my brows, and then I'm gonna take our blending brush, okay, and I'm just gonna use that to blend down. And now, like I said, I've got shadow on tonight, but normally I would just carry this down all over my eye and kind of blend it and use it as a nice base. Okay, and you see how that's already made it a little more defined. Now right here, I could probably go back over with my pencil just a little bit. And then on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take that and just blend it down.
It really gives it that finished look.
Right. I mean, look how that looks way more precise now.
Yes.
I really love this brush for blending, but you can also use one of our blending sponges if you prefer that. It is a little bit bigger, but I I like the way it feels on my skin. And then you can use it for blending other things too, like our color correctors or something. So I'm just going to go right here just a little bit more. And then you can also at the end, after you've done your foundation and all of that, you can also put some concealer over the top. And normally I wait till I'll do my foundation. I'll do my foundation and then I'll come back. But already look how much more that eye pops, right? And I'm not even done with putting stuff in the crease and everything. So that your brows are the first place to start. So get it lined, get it ready to go, do the concealer, blend it down, and then that almost works too like a primer, although I would still recommend doing primer before that. Also, if you've gotten a little bit, at least for me, as I've gotten older, if you just have very oily eyelids even, putting that primer on first is really, really helpful to keep things from bleeding down. I had like eyeliners. I used to always do the water crease and everything, and they would bleed down. So now do the primer, then you've got that concealer, and you can actually blend it all the way down if you like. That's usually what I do. And that'll give you like a good solid base. And then Lauren is going to take it away with our 3-color look. Because right now, if our eyes are popping, that's what we want to do, right? We want to give nice definition. And so take it away.
Right. Okay. So now that your eyebrows are done, I've already prepped my eyes with primer, and I used Mary Kay eye primer. And I actually already prepped my eyelashes as well. I used the eyelash primer. And that just sets the tone. So everything's going to last longer because it smooths out the skin, and it really helps the Chroma Fusion eyeshadow that we have, or any eyeshadow, really stand out. And you don't have to use as much because
Right.
it just sort of acts like a magnet to the Chroma Fusion. So what I'm using today it's a look by Mary Kay, and it's called the Warm Metals. And so it comes in gold standard, and then the bottom one is gold standard. Then we're going to be using light to dark to oh, you just saw me in the camera. You don't want to sort of make it all muddy. So I'm going to start off with a base color of, I'm going to use this, of the gold standard. And then put that around my eyelid all the way up to my brow line. I'm doing this.
You kind of popped in and out there. It was little. So you're doing, just to reiterate, because it was choppy. You're doing gold status, shiny penny, and burnished bronze?
Yes, those are the 3 I'm doing. And right now I'm starting with the lightest color, and I just tap it on all over my eyelid, just nice and easy, never pulling. And then I'm going to take my shiny penny, and I'm going to center it. So I'm going to put a pop of color in the middle and a little bit down here. And the same on the other side. Let's see. So you can even take it up a little bit if you want to pop the color. I like to put more color under my eyes as well. All right. And then I'm going to take my crease brush, and I'm going to define. So now if you can see it, it's still kind of blah, so you can't really see the tones yet. You can kind of see how there's a little gold or shiny penny in the middle. So now I'm going to make a V. I'm going to go up. See how that really stands on there? And I'm going to make a V in. And I like to take it down here too. Don't worry, we're going to blend. This is not the 80s.
Although they're coming back.
So I'm going to take that, and I really like the angle cat eye look. Makes me feel kind of sassy. So there I have that. And then I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm going to blend, because you really don't want too much, but it's very dramatic. And I'm actually going to add a little color to break it up a little. And that kind of smooths it out. So I added a little bit of the Shiny Penny again. I'm going to blend that together. Ladies, please don't let your girlfriends go out without blending.
It's a key to everything, right?
Yes. And then there I have a much more dramatic look. I could even bring it in a little more, I think. Let's see. So it's still, and then I don't forget to blend.
Now, when you blend, are you blending with the new brush? Are you blending?
I'm blending with a clean brush, but then I tend to get some of the color on my brush.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wipe it off on my hand because I want to wash my hands later.
I do that too a lot.
Yeah, because sometimes if you're working with a darker color and you're going to color, like blending wise, sometimes your brush will pick up that dark and you don't want to start to blend somewhere else and you just put a dark splotch on it.
Right.
So now the eyeshadow is done. And I didn't do a full smoky look, but you could just by taking it more in. So the next thing I'm going to do is my eyeliner, and I'm going to use my favorite. Mary Kay, you can actually order the entire look. And this look was designed for like the daytime, has the brown color that really blends in with the color of the warm metals. I'm sorry, I have a child at the door. But I really, really love the cat eye. So I'm just going to stamp my eyeliner inside of my brush because I tend to shake. So, and then I'm just going to use little dots right there to connect it. I'm going to make a guideline.
I think that's key. A lot of people think they have to do that straight line.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody does that.
Sometimes, right. It actually is really bad for you. So I make a guideline. And then I'm going to do the other one to make sure my guidelines are straight. And I just tap along the lid like a stamp. So many people are afraid of liquid eyeliner, and I love it because it doesn't pull on my eye. And this eyeliner is waterproof, and I have bad allergies. So this is the only eyeliner that I can use that stays on my eyes all day long. And then I'm going to take my guideline. So I'm going to look at where my eye goes, where it connects right there. And I'm going to take the same line up, and you can see how it actually goes. It goes to the end of my eyebrow. So that's the line I'm going to use. And you can tap dots if you want, or you can stamp. I'm actually going to stamp it.
What I love about that brush too, I was one of those people. It always scared me. Some of them are really, really thin. And I love how this one is more of a sponge than a brush.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It scares me way less. And it's just so easy. I feel like it's very easy. If you're not like a big makeup guru, it's okay. Like anyone can use this.
Yes. My mom tends to shake a lot, and she loves this eyeliner. So then what I did is I took this and I take it from about 2/3 out, and I'm going to draw a line connecting my cat eye. I'm going to use my mirror over here. And it really gives it a dramatic look. It's going to look a little unfinished right now because I don't have eyelashes done. So at this point, you could take it down, and I'm just going to take it down a little bit underneath. And I'm just pulling my forehead a little bit because I do have some crow's feet. But they're not near as bad as they used to be.
Yay.
So that just sort of makes the gold pop. So here's the eyeliner. And you see the wing. And whenever I add the eyelashes, which is next, so you could put false eyelashes on if you want. But they tend to, for me, I used to wear them all the time, and because my eyelashes were falling out. So I had sworn off of waterproof mascara because it would make my eyelashes fall out. And then I tried so many different kinds, I just had given up. So I bought them and I was ready to roll. And then I found Mary Kay again, and my eyelashes are growing back and they're healthy, and I can wear waterproof mascara again. But today I'm going to be wearing my current favorite. It's called Lash Love Fanorama. And it's amazing because the wand is a special shape. I don't know if you could tell, but it's not a perfect circle. It's almost like a teardrop shape, because as you twirl the brush, as you put on your mascara, it's going to lift and separate your lashes as you're applying the product. So it's going to really get I'm going to do it over here. I spin it and I twirl it and I blink a little bit. And you can't see my my funny mascara face because I'm wearing a mask. Haha. And it's a silicone brush, and it has even at the very tip, you can see. So I can really get in there and get the tiny lashes. So I'm going to show you the difference. It's crazy. I do the top first because my bottom lashes are very long. I know it's a really good tip. If you do your bottom first, then because you have to look up to do the bottom, and then you won't get the mascara on the top of your eye, which is very, very smart. I have very long bottom lashes genetically. So you can actually see the difference between the two eyes just with the Lash Love. So I have Lash Love on this one and not on this one. So now I'm going to do the other eye to finish off the look. And I'm going to twirl my brush as I
really
blink through.
I need to post those. Sorry, I thought I was in between a sentence. Clearly, I wasn't. I need to post those pictures because I love that you're doing the extra on there. And it's really fun because with this one, it can either be a nice natural one, or they literally look like falsies.
Yes.
If you do 3 coats and you really use that wand. So I'll have to I'll post those in the comments when we're done, because there's some pretty incredible photos.
Yeah, and I love how I can use the tip of the wand and really because I have a lot of eyelashes, but they're gray and they're brown. I don't have dark eyelashes like I did when I was younger. Because I'm going to be honest, girls, I'm in my 40s. So,
did you see that somebody
commented how old?
Somebody commented on YouTube that we were like young college
oh
girls.
My gosh. Really? Oh my gosh, that is such an awesome compliment.
I know, right?
No, I have a daughter who's a senior in high school this year. It's crazy. So there's the eyes and my lashes. And if I wanted them even thicker, I would wait until this dries and I'd put another coat on, and it'll really make them pop. So again, just to review, it's the warm metals in the gold status, shiny penny, and burnished bronze. So that's
will you show them that palette too? That palette is so great.
Oh, the palette is amazing. This is my favorite one. We have 2 kinds. The other one is more earthy colors and has almost a scale type color pattern to it. But what's amazing is this. I have it filled with the look, and the look is I can order it all at once, and it comes with all of my eyeshadows, my Chroma Fusion eyeshadows, and the oh my gosh, and the blush, Wineberry, yes. And then I have my contour, my highlight in here. But what's amazing about this is I could, if I felt like it, switch this out. It's magnetic. So I can change out my look whenever I want. Or if I want to take this on the go, it's all dirty, I can put my applicators in here. So it's very, very handy. I love it.
Yeah, I love that thing too.
So there it is.
There it is. So then your
Mhm.
eyes are done. And then at that point, your eyes are done. And I did put a little bit more in the crevice here too on mine. What we completely forgot about is that we've got these new fall foils coming out. And so what I did, okay, so this one also magnetic, but it's about the price of 2 of our ChromaFusion because it comes with 2. Okay. And what I did is the same look that she did, but then I took this copper color. Okay. And I took, you can really do whatever brush you want, but I think they recommend a cream color brush. And I just took that. And you can place it on top wherever she put the gold status. Okay. You could also do, I'm blanking, a cut crease and put, I actually put concealer on over the burnished bronze that I kind of have down there. And I just put it all the way across because it's like, we're trying to be dramatic, right? So you can see like there's more shimmer to that one and you just pat it on. There's so much shimmer in these. And these foils are just, I mean, so pretty. So very, very,
I can't wait to get mine.
what?
I can't wait to get mine. I'm so excited.
Have them in a pink and purple color too. So really, really pigmented, like our ChromaFusions that she talked about. And let me see. We have so many colors, okay, that you can do. But one of the things in those ChromaFusions that I don't quote me on this because I'm not 100% sure yet on the foils, but I would imagine they're going to be the same. Is our ChromaFusions are a 12-hour hold. Okay, so you could do this awesome eye look that Lauren just showed you, and it's going to last you all day. Okay, and if you wanted to get a foil and get super dramatic with it, I could have even put more contouring up there in that crease, but I'm not doing eyes today. I'm doing brows. So picture this. So we've done our eyes now. Now we go in with our face, because if you are doing a dramatic eye, it's all gonna fall on your face. So I will sometimes take a flat cotton round as well, get a little bit of our eye makeup remover, which is the balm, if you guys have not tried it yet, because that's part of what Lauren is talking about with her lashes. The lash formula, for one, that actually puts back in vitamins into your lashes, but then also our oil-free eye makeup remover that has a conditioner in it for our lashes. But I'll take that and kind of go along the side here and just make sure everything's cleaned up. Then I'm going to take my primer, our Mary Kay primer. I'm going to go all over my face, give it a minute. Then I actually use some under eye corrector as well. So if you've got some purple in your eye, if you're more fair skinned, if you're a darker coloring, you could use a concealer, but this is going to completely counteract the purple on the color spectrum. So it's got a very peachy look. So I'll do that with our blending sponge, blend that in, make sure, one, that you guys are getting them wet, but two, a cool tip is take your finishing spray it, okay, before you pat with it. If you're going to be blending, because it's going to keep, have you ever taken one of those and cut them in half? They can get really gross inside. So that will keep it, kind of put a barrier on your sponge and keep product from going inside it. So then we've done our face. Like she mentioned, this comes with the wineberry. So you could use the wineberry, although, if we're in a mask, they can't see it, right? So so you would do that. If you're going to do any sort of contouring, you would do that before. Then you apply your blush, right? Contouring underneath the cheekbone, blush on the cheekbone, and then our highlighters on the top, right? And then you want to, before you do that, you want to also set it with our translucent powder, okay? We have quite a few different foundations, but that's the one I use tonight because it's anti-aging. So I use that and then the translucent powder. Okay, so now your face is done, and then you're gonna go back to your eyes. Okay, so Lauren actually showed you the lashes. That's usually one of the last things I do, and that is an awesome tip to do the bottom first, because otherwise you do this, then you go to the bottom, and then you mark on your on your lid. I'm totally, oh, you're clear now. They look so good. I love your eyes. I love the wings too. That look, yes, get up close, girl. Yes. And see, I even like how dramatic that is. If you like shimmer, you can do the shimmer. But I love that little peak of the gold status showing because it is sparkly, but it's very subtle. Yeah, really nice. So then after that, after everything is when I come back in with our, sorry, I got a little, for those of you that do already have this, did you know that when it feels like it's like drying out, you just bend it, kind of like those old ink pens. So you're going to get more out. So that's my little mess. Sorry. Okay, so the Mary Kay Brow Tint, this is also good right now, but with COVID, like if you're doing like a really light day or going to the pool or something, I do a little waterproof mascara and then just do this. I don't worry about all the liner and stuff. But this you're going to see is so nice. So see the tip on that? It actually has a little brush on it, kind of like our brow brush. Okay. So you're just going to go back over that and it's going to add more definition. It's also has a volumizing formula. So it's a volumizing brow tint. Again, talk to your beauty consultant about your particular shade because we have, what is it, Lauren? Like 4, 5? I forget how many shades we have. We have quite a few. Okay. And so I'm just going to kind of fill those things in where I did before, right? And let's see. So you can see, look how much more defined that looks. So I'm going to take that, and this is usually like the last thing that I do. Okay. And just brush it down. You see the difference? You probably should have had that before and after for you. Then we do the other side. And it just cleans it all up so much better. If you guys saw us at the beginning, there was a lot of gaps in my brows because I plucked them. Late 90s, early 2000s, that was the thing to have skinny brows. Remember that episode of Friends? Joey's got to have thin brows. Okay, so now what I've done as far as our brows goes is I've lined them, and now I'm coming back over with the brow tint, okay? I usually don't do this as long, but it's hard for me to do this on camera, if I'm honest, okay? So see how better defined that is? Now, what I did earlier, for those of you that missed it, is I took that concealer and I blended down. You can also finish up your face, with your brows, okay? And you see how much more defined that is? There's a little bit of a shadow right here, but that is, could even take a little bit of concealer or like but see how that looks so much better. So you can take some of this and kind of line that top too, and just use it as a little bit of a highlight. And you can either take your sponge, your blending sponge, or we can take our blending brush. And see how much better that's going to look. Okay, so much better. And that's usually the last step that I do, are those brows. Oh, I lied. I do the brows and then I use the finishing spray. Okay. See how much better that is. And it really makes that makeup pop. Okay. You see that? So it makes your eyes pop so much more. So I take our finishing spray and the typical X and then the T, but honestly, I usually just go all over because I love this stuff. Okay. Yeah. And then you're done, right? Unless you do some sort of lipstick. So that's part of what we have here. But I think before we do that, Lauren wants to show you like a quick little tip. And so I'm going to send it back over to her. Let's see. Here you go.
Hi. So I'm going to show you on my hand first. So one way that you could elongate the lifespan of your lipstick is first you could use a lip primer. The second thing you do is after you put your lip primer, I'm going to show you on my hand, and you put your lipstick. And this is Scarlet Red, which is my absolute favorite Mary Kay color. And it just so happens to come with the Warm Metals look. And so I have it on my hand. And then what I'm going to do is you would blot. And here's a pro tip. I was a ballerina way back when. And so you take your translucent powder and you can just set it on there. And what it does is it keeps it from smudging as much. It's still going to smudge if you really rub it in, but that translucent powder really sets it. And then you can put your gloss on over that if you wish, but to really set the color in. However, Mary Kay actually has something that's even better, and I love this stuff. And it is called the Ultra Stay Lip Lacquer Kit. And it comes in a box with instructions.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll even tell you how to use it. And oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. So the first thing that you do is this, which is the color. And then you are going to lock it in. And then it's a stain, so you have to take it off. And you know what? Trinity and I have a little surprise for you. You want to do it?
Yeah.
We're going to take it off.
I'm a little red from sweating, and this is what happens, right? But
yeah,
if I go out to eat, look at this. That has been there this whole time. That is our lip lacquer, and I love it.
You want to see the inside of my mask, my white mask?
Yes.
That I've been talking in. There's absolutely no lip color on my mask, so I did not ruin my mask. And
yeah,
I had
do have a little bit of
foundation
on mine.
Oh, okay. But if you seal it, if you use the sealer for the foundation, it's not going to come off as much on your mask. So that's really.
Oh, thank you, Allison. You're so sweet. Do you notice? Oh, we lost Lauren for a second. Ooh. Well, while we wait for her to get back, it's very matte. It has a matte finish to it, which is super nice. If you want a little more gloss, you can always reapply the sealant. So like she said, you're going to put it on. I'm going to show you on my hand. Okay. Just so you can get an idea, but these were actually our lip lacquers were a limited edition item, but I know many beauty consultants still have their hands on at least our cherry and that beautiful plum, right? Is that, yeah, the plum that Lauren's wearing. It's beautiful for fall. I like the red with the gold status. That really is fun and pops. But so it has an applicator wand. Okay. Look at that. So pretty. Okay. So you're going to go over that on your lips. You do not want to touch your lips together when you do it. Keep them open. Let it dry on that top lip. Then you can do the bottom one. And then once it has set, okay, then you can go over with your sealer. And I actually, so see, this is very orange on me tonight. Sometimes I will take, because I can, and I have to, I will take these and I'll use a different applicator. Okay. So I'll take my red and then I'll take an actual dough applicator. So I don't mix my wands together, and I forgot to pull that tonight. So I'm just going to use an eye sponge, but, a dough applicator is going to work better. And then I just take them and because you need to apply it, right? So you can take it and actually mix them together and you can get a deeper red. And so I'll do that too, which is really fun. So it's all going to look different depending on your actual skin color or your lip color underneath. But look at that. So you guys can have this under your mask all day. And then when you go to take your mask off to eat, it's there. Or I kiss my kids and it's still there. Or I eat my food and it's still there. So I just love that about these. That's why I have so many in stock, because I was like, these are amazing and I want some for me and my customers. So those are our lip lacquers. Like Lauren said, they come in a pack of 3. Your color, your sealer, and your remover. Yeah, and I love that tip about the lipstick, Lauren. I actually never knew that. So I love that is such a great That's such a great little tip. So it's basically like sweat proof almost, would you say? We lost her. Okay, well, I think when these days with the mask, the lip lacquer is really going to be the way to go. It's so amazing. But we wanted to show you a couple things. So we're just going to wrap this up real quick and kind of do a quick refresher and show you we have a couple deals for you tonight. And, you know, so far we just have consultants commenting. So if you guys are watching and you're not a consultant, comment so that you can be entered to win our prize. Okay. So because we're almost about done here. So let's see. The first one here is just Sweet Simplicity. This is the colors that Lauren showed you tonight. Our warm metals look, okay. It had the gold status, shiny penny, and burnished bronze, okay. And then you can do it with the brown look if you want, or you can do the dramatic with that waterproof, okay. But we just used what we used tonight. So that is the waterproof eyeliner. And with that, you also get the perfect palette, and you're going to save a little over $11. So you're basically getting almost $10 off of that palette. And so it's $50, and that's our special for all of those. And you're going to get your 3 colors, your liner, and your perfect palette to put it in. All right. So that is option 1. All right. Then we've got option 2. Ooh, let's see. Option 2 is I Gotta Have It. Okay. And this is just upping it up a little bit. So we have the same simplicity or simplistic look with our eyes, but we're going to add our brows, which is going to help define even more when we're wearing that mask, right? So that's going to add the brow liner with the brow volumizing brow tint. All right. And that's going to be $74 tonight. And you're also, oh, I forgot to tell you, in the last one, you get one item at 50% off. So if you wanted to throw in the Fanorama mascara, you get that at 50% off. So then this packet, I Gotta Have It, is going to throw in our brows with it. You're going to get the palette for free in that one and 2 items at 50% off. So if you want to get your eye primer, snag your eye primer, snag your mascara at 50% off. And then your package is $74. Okay. And then the final one, you know, if you've been a good girl, you're like, I've been good in quarantine. I've been good. It's my time for me. So the next one is I Deserve It All. Okay. And this is everything that we covered tonight. That we actually demoed. I know we kind of talked about foundation and such, but so this is going to be the warm metals look that also has that wineberry that they showed. And again, I didn't put much on, but there's a little hint of that color here. And the wineberry, it's very beautiful, very deep, very great for fall. If you're more fair skin like me, you can still apply it lightly, but you're going to get the hint of color with everything. I even think tonight I put the red on to show you, and I like it with the gold status, but look how beautiful it goes with that plum that Lauren's wearing. I think that fall look is just, it's so pretty. And so that's with that warm metals. So you're going to get all of those with your liner, plus the brows, plus a mascara primer and the mascara, and the lip lacquer set. Okay. And in this, you're going to get free the Wineberry blush, the eye primer, the perfect palette, and some eye sponges along with that package. So that's all for $139. You're saving over $55, and you're getting 3 items in that at 50% off if you'd like. So if you want to add the eye makeup remover, if you haven't tried that, if you want to add the what else is in there? Our face primer. You can add that. So you're going to get that option of items at 50% off. So those are our 3 looks again. I'm going to probably post those as well with that photo we talked about with our mascara. But just one more time, Sweet Simplicity, or you can do the I Gotta Have It, or the I Deserve It All. All right, ladies. Well, you have a wonderful night. And if you're watching later with the replay, hit replay for us. And if you have any questions, we'll be checking back and try to help you out. All right. You guys have a great night. Thanks, Lauren, for doing this. She kind of took the reins on all of this tonight. And I think some great topics. So thanks, girl. And we lost her. Oh, no. Well, y'all, I guess I'm going to sign off since she's got a great picture. So y'all have a great night. Bye.